Oh, here we go. So listen, there's a story here. Sullivan got blown out by Cinderella in the women's semifinal in singles. Did she learn anything? Let's find out. So what we've been seeing over and over in these pit matches is can the home table hold service on theirs and steal from the other table, which is pretty intuitive here since they're switching back and forth between tables.
Yeah.
It was probably more dominant when they're full games on the tables. But this is a big point here for Cinderella. Oh, and she gets a break.
Do you like watching multi-table? Or would you prefer like the last game? They all played Bonzini.
I love multi-table because it's my first experience and I have no reason to dislike it. It's so different. It adds so much flavor and culture and drama.
Yeah, I like it too. And since it's a different combination every time.
Yeah, and so people have been preparing to play Sully. And there's something there between an anticipation and a race because they've been doing it to her over and over. And Sully's been told in the United States that she needed to, if she's not shooting the three-quarter split well, which is the split, which splits that the two men when they block her on the long, because she's basically kind of racing her, and she needs a high pickup straight or a moving straight, so they jump off the hole and she gets them on a short hole. But if she continues to just try to pepper that long, they will block her enough. And great defensive plays not to be denied, but they split a point there. And this is going to be a telltale sign here, how Sullivan responds on Bonzini.
That was the biggest challenge yesterday, right?
Right. It was the biggest challenge for her yesterday.
Playing on the Bonzini.
A push shot, a brush all the way across the table. Oh, that sounded like it hit metal, but I guess it didn't. These French guys, man, with their beer.
Are you jealous?
Yes.
You want me to get you one? I just leave.
They're keeping their beers. Another sweet push shot from Sully. On goal both. Ooh, that's what I love about the Bonzini table. Did you see what happened there? She got it with the foot of the man and spun back to her. Oh, Sully coughing it back up, clinging to that three-point lead. Oh, wow, just missing those grabs. And that the non-counter-weighted men makes it almost useless to try to keep both men in the air. Usually the three bar is the one they just give up on. It's just difficult. It's hard to control that. You almost have to bring the ball down in a pin and not try to tic-tac. So there's the tic-tac and the brush. When you pin it, you could bring it down and control it. Yep. If you're used to bringing the ball down not in a pin position, you could lose control because of the way the ball moves. You see how tentative it is. Now she needs to try to get a good set. There's all these challenges with the push shot. And if you can't get a good set, you end up rushing a little bit. Ooh. Having her problems with the three bar, immediately you could sense she's rushing things a little bit. She's not feeling comfortable with the set. And I mean, what are the rules here? I guess it's stuck against the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, Ford. Just missing Sully. This is really a lot of drama here because her lack of control, it feels right now that she's not feeling like really comfortable on the table.
Yep, she doesn't look comfortable. Those bloody French, just throw something at them.
It's
not the full bottle of water. Do we have anything else? Like throw a phone or something.
Throw our headsets. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Something heavy.
Now this is where she needs to hold service. And so we also see that when the Americans or anyone is getting dominated on the other table, the pressure builds on them to be comfortable on their own table.
Yeah.
It can feel like it's slipping away, and so every ball, the holes get smaller.
Ooh. And now that advantage is gone.
Right. The hole gets smaller. It gets more tense to move all the fine muscle movements. And she's rushing. She tried to shoot the quick push kick, and she's rushing. You can tell she's taking a deep breath. Any time is good for a timeout. She shouldn't feel like she needs to save it. She should feel like if she needs to catch a deep breath and relax a little bit and regain composure, she doesn't need to. She just needs to keep it close so it can go into doubles.
How much of it do you think is really skills on the table, and how much of it is mental, the mental challenge?
A lot of it is mental, but there is a correlation here, and I was waiting for that block or that score to talk about it. Skills on the table for sure. Now, Sullivan has a Bonzini table at home. The surface is a new surface. Oh, she got the break there. She needed that. Look at the celebration. The celebration, and immediately tries to regain composure. The fact that she celebrated that point shows you how hard it is for her to score right now, and it's a continuation of the last time they played each other. It becomes mental because she has a Bonzini at home, but if she doesn't feel like she can get a good set, what happens in the mind is an incredible thing. The stress in the mind has her rushing shots, rushing possessions, things she wouldn't typically do. She's fortunate to have the ball there, and she's like missing easy pickups. Sully has some of the fastest hands. She's an incredible young talent, and she's just getting lucky a little bit, and good for her. She did not mean that at all. She tried to shoot a moving push shot and angled back. But point being that the muscles tighten up, and the anxiety builds, and all of a sudden, however time works in the mind, 1 second is 5 seconds, so now you're doing things a little bit quicker. She's also an incredible champion, and she has champion DNA. Of course, her father is the great Terry Rue. Her mom is Keisha Rue. She's the first family of foosball, and so she's won a lot of championships, and she has it. She's wired with it. She can recollect, gain composure and poise, and she's not going to win the championship here. She's just trying to maintain or keep the lead because it's got to get to 40, and she can't get it to 40.
But she has to do her part to carry the team, I guess.
Quick pickup.
I wonder if it's more pressure for the player because you know you're fighting not for yourself. You know, whether she was playing, if she was playing singles right now, it would be only her losing or winning.
It's different.
But
it's just different.
There's a whole team behind you. Well, they got your back. They, you know, you can hear the noise in there, but you also don't want to let them down.
Yeah, I think I think for her, it's probably this. There you go. And she just threw the rod. You see that? She crushed it and threw the rod. It's got to feel good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's 24-22. And that may be the little spark Sully needs. That may be the little spark Sully needs to. Oh, what a grab. That was a clutch pickup by Sully. Excessive recoil alert. Beautiful push shot, and she gives us the screams of joy there, really, to generate offense. I don't know if I would like people to point out in chat, who are the French players that get this loud and emote this much? Is it a cultural thing, or do you have a couple in there that just lose their minds when they're executing well? Beauty, I love that. Oh, no. I love the fight. I love the competitive spirit, the transition game. That's Jason Wicks of the Foosball Sports Network. Jason, I'm sorry, I haven't been practicing. I'm playing with him at the beatdown in doubles. July 15th to the 17th in Lake Worth, Florida. I'm playing the Beach Down Beatdown with a really good pro from the United States named Jason Wicks, and I haven't practiced at all, and I won't practice. So you get what
There's
you
some
get.
tables here in the next break. I'm going to send him down to practice a little bit.
You do what?
I'm just going to send you down to practice.
No, I'll refuse.
We've got lots of world champions here.
I refuse.
So you've got 15 minutes at least between, matches. Just go down and
What
practice
a
bit.
beauty. That was the deep push side. Cinderella, we cannot count Cinderella out. I don't know what the French guys are saying. They're probably celebrating whatever. But the French guy's next to us. But Cinderella is a dangerous, dangerous beast. Now, that was a sweet wall pass from Sully. Let's see how she converts here. As the defense settled in, can she shoot the split? She went for the long again. If she just commits to that split, it's going to be there. But she gets long happy. And it's more so at this tournament. I've seen her long happy than other tournaments. I don't know if her ego's getting attached to beating them to the long. But the split is wide open. And so are like 3 different types of straights. And who cares? Who cares if you could get a fortunate bank? No, I think she meant that bank. I'm sorry. I think she might have meant that bank. And that's a beauty. Oh, and she steals one back. So still keeping that 3-point lead. When this gets to 30 points, it goes to doubles. And there might be someone call the timeout. Okay, Cinderella called the timeout. Anyway, we'll see. You're going to want to watch that.
Do you still have rules, or are you just going wild?
There's rules.
Yeah?
I guess. All right, here we go. Sully on Bonzini. Quick shots. She needs to settle down and shoot a good shot, get a good set. The ball even then, the ball was then moving a little. She's going to get, Sully's going to get it on the 5 bar.
Okay.
I don't know how that call went. Maybe a moderate distraction. So Sully's been getting some hustle points, some quick pickups, some fortunate shots. And then she's been scoring when she's absolutely needed to. But can she increase this lead for the U.S.? Because they're going to switch when someone gets to 30. And they're just swinging at the fences a little bit, just seeing if they could create any offense. You see what I mean? Just take care of that next possession, Sully, because it gets you. And I say that, but a point's a point. Ooh, that was a beauty. It was a pull kick, I think.
Yeah, you're right. A point is a point. And you know what? Every point counts.
Yeah.
This is why it's so different to the normal games where you just play matches. And then whether you won 5-1 or 5-4.
Correct.
It doesn't matter. It's just a point for you. Or here, it's different. Every goal counts.
And maybe it's Sully's decided that's how she's going to generate offense. The conventional stuff isn't working. Beautiful shot with Cinderella.
Okay, ready?
What a, wow. She shot it into the moving push kick and just missed wide. Ooh, recovered. I'm doing a lot of oohs today.
That's fine. It's an ooh kind of game. Yeah, the last one wasn't.
Onomatopoeia.
But that one is. Totally. Oh!
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
That was like 90% luck.
This could be.
Wow.
By the way, who's Gigi Weasel? Weasel, do I know you, bro? Are you an American that I'm familiar with? Maybe the strategy is let's manufacture offense. Bonzini's not our strength, and why try to play our conventional games? Let's just see what we can do to pick up a cheap point here and there and not have to work so hard for everything. What beauty. Oh, Greg Grant. He's Greg Grant's in the chat. Greg Grant, good Lord. Where did you learn to shoot a rollover, dude? Greg Grant, where did you learn to shoot a rollover? Let's hear it.
You guys are awesome.
We have the actual historians of the rollover in the United States.
Yeah.
With Rich. Ooh, wow.
We're about to make history. Right history here.
He's tightening up. That was scrappy. Now they're back on Bonzini.
Ready?
She got it with a 3-point lead. Gary Cacciatore. Okay, now we've gone beyond our scope because he learned it from Gary Cacciatore. I don't know who that was. There it is, tie score. They're still on Bonzini. That 3-point lead has shrunk to 2, and it will be no better than 2, even if Sully scores 2 in a row.
No, it doesn't stop at 30. When they reach 30,
it goes to doubles.
It goes to doubles, and then they play to 40, and then it stops.
Ooh. She closed the gap. Now that 3-point lead is shrunk to 1. That French team is fired up. Greg Grant, one last question. Who did Gary Cacciatore learn it from? And did Terry Moore get it from you? Did Terry Moore get the rollover from you, Greg Grant? And did who did Gary Cacciatore get it from in '86? Thank you.
And do you know a pirate called Jet?
Shooting the quick shot. So here it is. Someone's gonna go up 1 point into a deciding 4th element in doubles. It's gonna be 30-29 before we get to an exciting doubles closer. It won't be a time call.
Time.
Yep. Oh, they also call me Nostradamus. They call me a lot of things.
Oh, you can imagine.
Okay.
Let's not go there. It's too early.
Terry Moore got the rollover from Rich Thunder Lopez. Rich Thunder Lopez got it from Greg Grant. Greg Grant, you got it from Gary Cacciatore. Who did Greg Cacciatore get it from?
Okay, whoever that is, we need to get
there
him
it
in
is,
the chat.
30-29. Huge, huge point. 1 point.
Good. Good. Well played.
That was a break, but it's a 1-point gap, and a 1-point gap is huge, and at the same time.